When I say martial law, I mean martial law. We are under martial law. We are under military occupation. Check this out. First thing is, the police wear U.S. flags on their uniform. Why not the state flag? Certain outfits in the state will wear state uniforms or state flags on their uniform, but not the local cops, because they're under martial law. They use the 24-hour clock, military time, because they're military. They call people civilians because they're military. The cops don't even realize that they're operating under martial law. They don't realize that. It's the Lieber Code. Okay, the Lieber Code is still in act today. It was issued under General Order 100 by Abraham Lincoln. Okay, it's still in act today. It's never been repealed. It's never been stopped. It's never been... In fact, by law, there needs to be a special proclamation made or a treaty of peace made that specifically says that martial law is coming to an end. After the Civil War, that special proclamation was never made for a couple of reasons. One, I think we know what happened to Abe Lincoln, right? Two, there was no treaty of peace that specifically stated the end of martial law. So those were the two problems. So we're still under martial law today, okay? This is the Lieber Code, and I suggest that people do read this and understand it, okay? Learn this, and if you read this, you're going to start to find something out really interesting, okay? One is that this is the rules that the police follow. They don't even realize that they're doing this, okay? But the thing is this. The whole admiralty law thing is totally what's going on, right? That's how the court system operates. The courts operate under admiralty law, okay? Admiralty maritime. Well, what is that? That's also military, isn't it? Right? Maritime is the laws of the sea. And guess what color the cops' uniforms are? There's a reason why they call the boys in blue, because it's under Admiralty Maritime Law, right? They are part of the Lieber Code martial law enactments. People don't see any of that. I mean, it's really simple. Symbolization tells you everything. You have to pay attention to the symbols. Okay, I used to kind of write that off when I was younger, but as I got older, I started to realize that this is what's going on. Look at the cop's uniform and look at it very carefully. Gold fringe around the U.S. flag. They're wearing blue, which is navy colors, navy blue. They got the U.S. flag, and it's got gold fringe wrapped around it, right? What is that? When you capture a flag, what do? You put your color around it, right? Gold fringe. Military courtrooms. Go into a courtroom where they have the gold fringe around it. Now, I'm going to show you this because this is actually important. A lot of people say, oh, that gold fringe thing doesn't mean anything. And I used to think that too, until I saw the Army regulations where it talks about this, which I'm going to pull up right now. Okay, so this is Army Regulation 840-10. Okay, this is about flags, guillotines, streamers, tabards, and automobile and aircraft plates. Now I'm going to turn the phone sideways. So go ahead and turn it with me. Okay, good. Now we're going to scroll down here. It's unclassified, so it's okay for me to show it. Okay, there are some of the regulations that are classified, so I can't show those. I will not. Okay, but we're going to look at this. We're going to check this out. All right, we're going to scroll down a lot in here. And look, they're showing the flags. Here's the flags. Let's read about these flags. What are they talking about with these flags? All right, so they're going to talk about this flag here. Okay. National flags listed below for outdoor display. Da, 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 da. Okay, very cool. National flags listed below are for indoor display and for use in ceremonies and parades. For these purposes, the flag of the United States will be of rayon banner cloth or heavyweight nylon, trimmed on three sides with golden yellow fringe. 2.5 inches wide. It will be the same, sorry, so you can see it. It will be the same size or larger than other flags displayed or carried at the same time. Okay? So now we're talking about the indoor display flags. They have the golden yellow fringe. Okay? And we're going to go down here and it's going to give us a list. Right? Or carried at the same time. And then they give us 1, 2, right? Then they have C, right? 1, 2, and then look at number 4, military courtroom. So they're telling you that this gold yellow fringe flag is for military courtrooms. Well, go into a courtroom and tell me what kind of flag they find in there. Does it have golden yellow fringe on it? If it does, then you're in a court of admiralty. Okay? That's the maritime courts. It's admiralty maritime. It's maritime because it's got to be commercial contracts. Okay? And because it's commercial contracts on the seas, dry dock is what it's called. It's called dry dock. They use the extension of the Navy, which is the police, the boys in blue. And they go around and they pick people up and they enforce these admiralty rules on people and send them into these international contracts, courts, which they're called military courtrooms. Okay? But the only reason why they can do that is because we're under martial law. If we weren't under martial law, they wouldn't be able to do any of that stuff. This is how they can violate all your rights. Because, well, we're under emergency powers, so we don't actually follow the Constitution right now because it's been suspended. Okay? Check it out. Read the Constitution. It tells you that the writ of habeas corpus can be suspended during, like, you know, insurrections and stuff like that. Right? If it's better for the public safety, they can suspend things like habeas corpus, right? Which gives them a way into, that's like their little in to, you know, stop the Constitution. That's why they won't declare a special proclamation to end the martial law, because it's good for business. They make a lot of money off of violating everyone's rights, and then no one can do anything about it. I mean, you can. You have to know what you're doing. You have to know the right arguments to put in the courtroom. But they make a lot of money off the ignorance of Americans because they don't know that it is admiralty. They don't realize that we're under martial law.